Okay, welcome back to the second video where we're going to talk about how to set up the power meter. We're going to do some pulse measurements now, and we're going to actually use the CW mode of a PSM 3000 series power meter. It's an RMS power meter, but we've tricked RSM power meters for many years, so let's trick this one and get it to give us a pulse power measurement. Again, it is a trick. Because we're really just doing math on the signal, because we're still measuring all the points, and that's why we have such a low power level. I'm going to set up a duty cycle of 10%. I've switched my 1 gig signal to a 10% duty cycle signal, and then we're going to enable this, and boom, we're back pretty close. But remember, we're adding in error because we've got rise time and fall time slope. We may not have exactly a perfect duty cycle. So this is a way to get a ballpark answer of a pulse power. But one of the big advantages of the new Tektronix power meters here is that we do have pulse profiling and pulse measurement power meters. So we're now going to switch over and make this same measurement so you can remember that number. And I'm going to change my setup, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I've done is I've replaced my PSM 3000 series with the PSM 5000 series. And you notice that the user interface has changed very slightly. I now have a choice between CW and pulse. Now, my frequency is already set to 1 gig. My trigger is still set to continuous internal. All I do is press pulse, and notice I'm getting my pulse power without really doing any kind of setup. Notice again, I'm at 1 gig, I've got a 50 ohm system, and I've got my measurements over here. So my duty cycle is varying right around 10%, like I suspected it would be. My peak power is 0.4 dBm. My average power is minus 9.5, because remember, that's averaging all the downtime in between pulses. And then my crest factor, or my peak to average ratio, is 9.9 dB. So taking a pulse measurement with this device is very easy with very minimal setup.